Hello, all my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing a Patreon video, which I had to get up before the 25th, so sorry that Billy Lynn's is going to be a day late or so, because they pay for their videos, so they obviously get a bit more importance and such. No offense, you're all important, you're all beautiful, sexy muffins, and deserve the utmost importance, but they are paying for content, so they get priority. That's what I was looking for. Anyways, I hope that you all are enjoying your holidays. And remember, all the art in this has been done by Gav, and I am using a specific one or two. There is a Christmas one piece that she did that I am going to use in this for the Abel for some of the artwork. You shall see it, but all art credit goes to Gav Amp off of Tumblr. I will have her linked in the description and the pinned comments. And I hope that you're all having a happy holidays. And this scenario is with, let me pull up the details. Which gender is Bright? I gotta figure out which gender is Bright. It's basically Jack or Jackie Bright. And they are basically going to be having a Christmas they are going to be having a Christmas party, and there is going to be a Cain and Abel. I just got to figure out what gender they are. Yes, here we go. Sorry, I am holding you up. I'm going to have to edit this out. If I don't edit this out, I'm sorry. Fluff. Here it is. Maybe I'm thinking about a fluff one of Bright, Macon, Abel, Cain, and it doesn't say Jackie or Jack. So I'm going to go with Jack Bright because that's what they usually ask for. They don't usually ask for Jackie. So it is going to be Jack Bright and all that good stuff with Abel and Cain wanting to have him, and they are Yandere for him. Anyways, that's going to be the concept of the video, and let's do the disclaimers. Disclaimer number 1, we do not support Admin Bright. He is a horrible person, and we do not support him at all. We are still using the character Jack Bright and his gender bent, Jackie Bright, because more people have added to the character Jack and Jackie Bright, more so than Admin Bright did, and have more content on him as a character of being Jack Bright. So more people have added this character where it's now a standalone character, and that it's not just a self-insert, but we still do not support or condone the actions of Admin Bright or Admin Bright in general. Anyways, that part is that. And disclaimer number 2, Abel and Cain are not Yandere and canon for Jack Bright. They're also not a canon couple with Jack Bright. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and fictional Yanderes is fine. Just do not be illegal or gross about it. Remember to separate fiction from reality and head canon from canon, and don't be illegal or gross about it. You know who you are. This isn't the Alabama stuff. It is more so them fighting for the same person and sharing it and nothing with each other. Anyways, it's not that stuff. Anyways, let's do this. So, just as I was saying, Yandere simping for fictional characters is fine. Just do not be illegal or gross about it, and remember to separate fiction from reality. Head canon from canon, yada yada yada. Yanderes and SCPs, if SCPs were real, are not ideal partners to have in real life, no matter how attractive they are. And anyways, let's get onto it. Jack Bright was throwing a Christmas party in his quarters. Well, not his quarters, more like the SCP's quarters where they had an office space. And Jack Bright was out by himself at this current time, drinking some fruity martini and having a good time. He was watching as everyone was gathered around, having a good time, but he was low-key very lonely. It's been another year at the foundation where only a few people that he's gotten close to and have tolerated him enough that were immortal like him, that he could be around for long periods of time and not for them to hate him, and for also not to be knowing that they were going to pass away at some point. It was a lonely life being an immortal being in his way of his SCP amulets that his soul was connected to, and that he would consciously be alive for many, many years, for many, many more Christmases until the world ended itself. So he was a bit lonely. The holidays were always rough on him. And watching all his colleagues and friends getting along with each other, it really hurt him deeply. Oh, baby Jack boy, I feel you on a spiritual level. Anyways, he pulls off from the crowd and goes down to one of the separate rooms and sits drinking his drink and just looking at the ceiling. Then he hears from the two entrances to the room, two people come in at the same time, both of them carrying mistletoe. One was Abel, SCP 076 2, and the other was his brother, SCP 073. And oh my god, they both had mistletoe. Oh my god. They looked at each other and glared at each other. What are you doing here? Cain demands. He was irritated. He was invited to the party by the staff and was having a good time, finally getting some mistletoe off the wall to do this. Abel, right now, he's in the Pandora team with the Pandora team that is allowing him to have free range, and he was invited to the party as well to celebrate goodwill and such, and also celebrate that they have many successful missions. So they were both here. Jack did not know that they were both here because he had been spending some time alone, and they both had just arrived recently. What am I doing here? Abel says, a bit stuttering at the fact that he was questioned. I am here to make Jack Bright mine, he says, glaring at his brother and grabbing an obsidian blade out of nowhere. Like hell you're going to make him yours, Abel says. Cain says. He is mine. Jack was stunned. They both wanted him and were calling him theirs. What the heck is going on? What are you two doing? Jack said, exasperated. This was all too much for the holidays, and they looked at each other and then looked at him. You are mine, Abel says firmly. No, he is not. He is mine, Cain says, still looking at Jack. Jack was bewildered by this. What do you two mean that I am yours? They looked at each other, then looked back at Jack, glaring at the other one who was going to speak first. Cain was the one to speak first. I'm in love with you, and I want to... No, you're not. I'm in love with him, Abel says, shooting it back, and the two start to bicker back and forth, and it was getting heated fast. They also stepped closer to Jack, so he was almost in the middle of them, and that's what he did. He got in the middle of them, put his hands on both of their chests, and then kissed Cain first, shocking Abel, who almost swung at Cain with his blade, and then kissed Abel. They were still holding the mistletoe in their hands, and they realized that Jack Bright had kissed them both somewhat under the mistletoe as they were both ready to swing at each other. What? Cain didn't have words. He was blushing and also a bit jealous that Abel was also kissed. Why did you kiss my brother first? Abel asked, a little bit jealous. Why did you kiss him at all? Because I like both of you. I've been working with both of you this last year, and I really like both of you. And I am not going to choose between brothers who will end up just trying to unalive each other. Which would be the case, mostly with Abel trying to do it. Since Cain is an anomaly, he wouldn't be able to be harmed, and Abel would just keep going back to his coffin and doing it on repeat. It would be repetitive and pointless. It's pointless for you two to fight because both of your anomalies, you're never, ever going to resolve or finish each other off. So I'm pushing you both aside and making the choice myself. I either get both of you, and you both get me, or we don't get any of each other. Jack says, making it sense. You either share me, or you don't get me at all. Jack crossed his arms over his chest and looked at the two brothers, who stared him down for a second, then looked at each other and nodded. I see I can share, Cain said, puffing out his cheeks. Obviously, he didn't want to share, but he also didn't want to lose Jack, so he was willing to share if that meant he got to have his Jack. I. Ugh. Fine, I will share with him, Abel says, glaring at Cain hatefully. Sorry, tongue twister. Jack nodded his head and smiled at his two, now possibly lovers. And they held the mistletoe over his head and kissed his cheek at the same time, and he is caught in the middle of them. His face goes bright red, and he realizes just what he got himself into. He was now the boyfriend of both Cain and Abel, and they were not going to let him go. He also was never going to be alone again, because they are immortal as well, and so is he. So they would spend many Christmases and New Year's together for all eternity. Merry Christmas, Jack Bright, and Happy New Year. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. It was a bit more detailed than I thought I would get, so I'm really happy with this one. I'm sorry I messed up a few times. I apologize. My brain was going a mile a minute on what I wanted to say. My tongue got tripped up in it again from my brain surgery that I had when I was a child, and it fricked up my speech and grammar and all that stuff. It sucks, but oh well. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. If you would like to see more Cain, Abel, or Abel and Jack, or Jack, basically, would you like to see more things with Cain and Abel sharing Jack, or Abel and Jack, or Cain and Jack, or Jackie for that matter? Comment it below, and I will do my best to do it. Anyways, I hope that my patrons enjoyed as well, and I hope that you all are having happy holidays. So, Patreon outro time. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron and the artist of these images we used in the video. I appreciate you. I adore you, and they are perfect for this video. I hope that you all enjoyed, and I hope that you enjoyed, Gav. And now on to the second and third patron. Thank you, Matt Weston, for being my third patron and my newest patron. Thank you, Matt Weston. You are fabulous, handsome, wonderful, gorgeous. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Thank you, Matt Weston. And thank you, Wicked Brony, for being my second patron and also in my second tier as well as Matt is. Thank you, Wicked Brony. You are fabulous, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. I hope that you and Gav have a great holidays as a newly fiancés. I love you. I adore you both. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. And if you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see, and I will do my best to do it. Also, brain fart. Also, outro time. I hope that y'all have a great holidays. It's literally the 21st when I'm recording this, but you'll probably see this later, like on the 22nd or 23rd, or maybe the 24th. It gets early access to the patrons, so they get early access to it, of course. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see, all that good stuff. Have happy holidays, and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins, and Happy New Year's. Bye-bye! Secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro. So secret outro of the day is, if you were in this situation, would you have chosen Abel or Cain if you were a Jack Bright situation, or would you want to share you? I would definitely want to be shared by them because they are both chef's kiss. And I would also want to smooch them both because, again, chef's kiss. So I would definitely, in Jack Bright's situation, would have been shared by them. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. And stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and any other happy holidays you have. And stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye-bye.